My kids go back to school soon, and as sad as I am in a lot of ways for summer to be coming to an end, I absolutely cannot wait to get back into my mom rhythm. I don't care who you are. Summertime, as wonderful as it is, brings disruptions to normal life. Routines are thrown off, tons of plans are made, and daylight hours are just forever long. In this video, I will be explaining what a mom rhythm is and what mine looks like. At the end, I've got some top-notch tips from an expert on rhythm that will help you enjoy your days more and get out of stress mode. If you're wondering what's so great about having a mom rhythm, let me tell you something that I came across that's really just become my favorite way of thinking about it. Someone described it as the breathing in and breathing out feeling of your day. Doesn't that sound so nice? When I talk about a daily mom rhythm, really, I'm referring to a flexible flow to our day that incorporates times of work and times of rest, times of thinking about and serving others, and times of thinking about and taking care of ourselves. The word rhythm means a strong repeated pattern, so we want to have a daily flow that's repeated day after day. Now, this does not mean that we need each day to look the same. We just want our days to have an intentional inhale, exhale pattern. If that's sounding a little vague, if you're having a hard time kind of grasping how to do this, I do want to touch on the concept time blocking. This is just when you break your day up into blocks of time and put a task or a group of tasks into each one. It's usually used to be more productive, and we are going to use it to give our days that breathing in and breathing out feeling. So let me walk you through what a typical day during the school year looks like for me. I wake up just a little bit before my kids to pray, read my scriptures, do some quick exercises, and get dressed. That's an exhale. Then it's getting kids ready for school, greeting my kids, making them breakfast, making lunches, being available to talk or to help them with whatever they're needing. That's an inhale. Once the kids are out the door, I decompress for a minute by sitting and eating my breakfast. That's an exhale. Then it's time for some housekeeping, unloading the dishwasher, cleaning up breakfast, starting the laundry, doing whatever's needed with my sourdough, and maybe starting on the chore for the day, depending on how time is looking. That's an inhale. Now, after that, I have just had a couple pretty busy hours, and so I'm now ready to spend some one-on-one time with my toddler. He's only going to be home for one more year. He's 4 years old before starting kindergarten next fall, and so I really just want to enjoy him and enjoy this season. So I set aside time to just play with him. That's an exhale. And after we play for a little bit, we are ready to do our daily chore, which might be the grocery store or cleaning some bathrooms, maybe cleaning the floors, just whatever is on the schedule for the day. That's an inhale. Lunch comes next, which is an exhale. Then about an hour of housekeeping, cleaning up lunch, switching the laundry, doing a quick tidy. That's an inhale. And then comes the best part of the day, which is quiet time. My toddler can nap or play, and I have 1 to 2 hours to myself when the house is literally quiet. That's a really big exhale. Then it's time to pick up the kids, and really from then on until bedtime, it is the most demanding time of my day, where we're gonna have a snack, we're gonna be talking about the day, any extracurricular activities. The kids are going to be doing their chore. I'm going to be making dinner. We'll eat together. We'll clean up dinner. Bedtime routine, right? Huge inhale. That's a huge chunk of family time that's pretty mom intensive. Finally, once the kids are in bed, it's my evening routine, which includes a shower always and just some unwinding. So it might be time with my husband, maybe reading my book, sometimes a little bit of work, maybe a puzzle. Exhale, right? Okay, so if you are still not quite convinced about rhythm, we are going to spend the rest of the time explaining how much potential there is. So Kim John Payne, who's an expert on the subject, dedicated an entire chapter in Simplicity Parenting to rhythm. He warns that life today for many families has no typical day. It's really more randomness and improv than rhythm. So there are 7 points that I just kind of handpicked out of this chapter that he talks about for rhythm for kids that I'm going to apply to us mamas. So here's the deal. I am always recommending that we find win-wins in parenting, right? Creating a rhythm is one of these opportunities. It will help our kids just as much as it will help us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're finding this helpful. It's really such a huge compliment. So the first thing he says is rhythm calms and secures children. If we create predictability in our days, we will feel more secure as moms. We will know what to count on, and we will also get more aware of realistic expectations for our days. We'll be able to give the points of inhale more energy because we know that we can count on the points of exhale that will also come and allow us to recharge. We will also feel more confident that the things we need to get done will get done because they're in our rhythm and we will follow through. The next thing he said is not only can children find security in the patterns of daily life, they can begin to find themselves. This could not be more relevant to us mamas too. When our days have a pattern and we're allowing ourselves to experience a healthy inhale and exhale, we will find space in motherhood to get to know ourselves. Within the exhale, we can make room for spending time with ourselves, with our thoughts, with our feelings. And over time, by doing that, we will notice what we like, what we dread, what we dream about, what things we would like to do more of. In the day's most regular rhythms, young children can begin to see their place in the comings and goings. Now, as we intentionally create a rhythm, we will notice that there are times that are less intensive with our kids. We'll realize that once the housekeeping block is over, the rest of the house can wait until the next designated time. We will see opportunities to expect more independence from our kids during certain times while we take care of ourselves. We will rely on our spouse and other people to share the load. By noticing the inhales and the exhales of our day, we will retrain our body to take our foot off the gas and just coast sometimes. Another thing he says is the islands of consistency and security that rhythm builds throughout the day are like breaths, allowing us to remain balanced. Now, because every day looks a little bit different, we need these islands of consistency to keep us on track. Meals, for me, are the best way to do this. Even if there's a lot of variety in your days, or if you feel like your schedule is really demanding, you can commit to eat 3 meals a day. Make these meals count by actually sitting down, taking some deep breaths, and single tasking while you enjoy your food. That's 3 islands a day that you can visualize as opportunities to refuel your body and recharge your soul. 2 or 3 pressure valves built into the day will help a child fall asleep at bedtime. A pressure valve lets a child release emotional steam. Such a great analogy, and I love that he ties it to bedtime. I want us as mamas to take this and run with it. Do you have pressure valves built into your day? Do you have 2 or 3 times set aside in your rhythm that allow you to release emotional steam? For me, these would be my morning routine, quiet time in the afternoon, and my evening routine. They are very focused times for me to refill my cup. Reading a book, doing a puzzle, taking a walk, just me time where I am doing what I want to do. Relationships are often built in the intervals, the spaces between activities when nothing much is going on. Same point can be proven for ourselves. The relationship with ourselves is often strengthened in the space between to-dos. The reason so many of us get lost in motherhood is because we fill our lives to the brim and don't leave any space for ourselves. We get absorbed in taking care of and thinking about our kids, and we spend our entire days deep in our to-do list. Then, if ever we have a spare minute, we are looking at a screen and missing the chance to just get to know ourselves. Committing to rhythm builds trust and relational credits, a connection that is bankable. In difficult times, we can count on and draw from this. Now, of course, Kim John Payne is talking about parents gaining their child's trust by having a rhythm, but what I would like to offer you is the reality that you build trust and gain credits with yourself when you commit to your rhythm. If every morning you start the day with 10 minutes for you and then you get to work on your morning housework, you're gaining trust that you will do what you said you're going to do. When you take those exhale opportunities to recharge your battery a bit, you can draw on that later in the day during those inhale moments when you're working really hard or when your patience is being tested. All those times of reconnecting with yourself count, and the more we do it, the better we will get at it. I truly hope you know how amazing you are. Just by taking the time to watch this video, you are proving that you are such an incredible mom. If you are not convinced, please book a free coaching call with me. The link is in the description, and I would love to get to know you and help you out. Have fun creating a rhythm, and I will be excited to see you soon.